Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first lesson of the month for our Swingin' Over Standard series. In this lesson, I'll break down the melody and solo ornamentations that you just heard. In the second lesson, I'll cover the Freddie Green rhythm guitar arrangement. If you haven't already, please download the PDF of the tab and standard notation that is below. This solo has a lot of ideas that I've picked up from Charlie Parker, Bud Powell, Dizzy Gillespie, Barney Kessel, Charlie Christian, and Jimmy Rivers. I look forward to showing you how they can all come together in one coherent solo. So to start off, we'll be working out of the key of G. Our first phrase sounds like this. We're coming from the G chord C shape. We have, it's a simple just playing of the melody, D, G, A, slide to the B, the third, and I'm going to play a G6 stab to accompany that in this open space. So I have from the fourth string B, E, and G. Again, that's taking the triad and adding the sixth. My next phrase is basically a major scale walk up to enclose the C. So I have D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, D, C. And this is gearing me to play now a G minor 7 to C7, the next change from G. So I have, and the next phrase, so that's quite a long phrase. We'll break it down here. I'm moving into my G minor C7 change. I'm looking at the G minor 7 chord or G minor 11 chord. It's a little easier to fret here, along with the C9 or a little more generically, just a big C chord G shape here in this area. I land on my C and I play. This is a Honeysuckle Rose quote where I'm playing down C to B flat. Then I drop down to the sixth. This is the D, so it's a sixth interval. And play D, F, A. What's going on here? I'm really playing a G minor 11 chord, or you can think of it as like a B flat major 7 chord from the C. I'm going to discuss the Honeysuckle Rose melody in a different video, but that's what's going on here. We have, and then a quick G down to E, using some pull-offs. Then I have the D flat, the flat 9 to C, the B flat, all the way down to G, back up to B flat, to resolve on my A to get into the F chord. So to hear that phrase one more time, we have, this is still the G, G minor 7. And now something to keep in mind, whenever you're playing a 2-5 in the swing and bop styles, it is okay just to treat that grouping of chords, the G minor and C7 in this instance, as one change. I can play G minor over it, or I can play C7 over it. And we see here that, yes, while we have the G minor sound kind of here, everything else is really kind of the C7 sound here. So it's leaning more to a C7 harmony than it is a G minor. Okay, so once we get there, our next phrase is like this. We have, so I'm playing a triplet into my F major 7 and 9 harmony. So I have, looks like an A minor chord, but again, look at that F there. A flat to A, C, E, G, down to the F. So I'm enclosing the F. This is a good rhythmic motif to hone in, and you're playing the triplet with the eighth note that precedes it on the and. So it's one and triplet. I'm going up to the A, and then I'm going to play the F6 again. So to hear that sounds, we'll go. So when I come to the F minor 7, B flat 7, I'm going to use the same harmony that I did from the G minor 7 to C7, but change up the rhythm. So I'll have this. So I'm starting off on the G to enclose what could be the A flat major 7 or the F minor 7. So, and then I'm going to go down to that 6th interval and play a move down, then back up. This is a cool little pivot that Bud Powell would do often. Find the 6th of a note, drop it down, bring it back up for a momentary dissonance where we have now back up to the G, and then I'm going to come down F, E flat, D, and then I'm going to come down C to B flat, and then A flat, connecting G down to F, to D, and that's going to land me into my E flat chord. Okay, so we have, again, we're highlighting this F minor to the B flat 7. Okay, how that connects, sound like this. So I'm now coming back up the E flat. I have the triplet again on the and. No chromatic there, just enclosing the E flat, B flat, C, G to finish off that phrase over the E flat chord. And then I have the next change going down to the G minor. And I drop in a chord here. I have my G minor 7 highlighting the B flat in the melody. And from this phrase, I have to fill in between the minor 2-5 and the G major chord. So once I get I'm just playing off of really the chord tones. I'm playing A, B flat, then G to F sharp, E flat to D, B flat to A, and then a D7 flat 9. So I'm seeing the 5 chord of the G minor, and then I'm just playing half steps above the chord tones, right? So I have this. And then that's going to put me back up to the G major. And I'm back. So I'm landing now on the G major 6th. Okay, so I have G, D, E, and B. I'm going to drop that down to the A minor 9. Work up A minor 9, A minor 7 with the C in the melody. Then bring this up a whole step and I have B minor, then the B flat 7. So keeping the D as a pedal tone. And then A minor 11. And that's highlighting the move that's going B minor, B flat 7, A minor, D7. So to connect all of that, I have the G minor, the quick minor 2-5, then the quick 3, 6, 2, and then we're going back into the melody. And that 3, 6 should be an E7, but we sub it out with the B flat 7 chord for a tritone. Okay, now we're on the second time through. We'll go. So 2 stabs there, pretty similar to the beginning, but I'm going to play the G6 and then I'm going to play the C7 9, right? E, B flat, D, and G to then launch me into this phrase. 1, 2, 3. To highlight my G minor C7, and again, we're really playing a C7 harmony here. as we're working out of the C9 arpeggio. So I'm working up from the third, the E, G, B flat, D, chromatic down to C, to B flat, chromatic from A to G, down the triad, and then A up to B flat. That's a thing I got from Jimmy Rivers, where he'll hit the flat 7 of a chord by going from 6 to flat 7. So it's like 1, and then 6, flat 7. So you have this on the end of 3. And then that's going to link up to our F. So we have So I'm playing out of my F chord again here, sliding up to the C, D, F, minor third to major third, surround the major third. Back to my F6, and then I'm going to play the B flat 9, but in groups of 3. So F, C to the B flat, A flat to the F, F to the B flat down the triad, B flat to the A flat. So if I link these two up, I have now we're back to E flat, and I have so I'm just working up the E flat triad using the 6th in there as well. So I have get to the high G, to my G6 again, and then we have this 2-5 lick, which leads me back to the B minor. So quickly, it's A minor 7, D7 with the 9 and 13, and then the A minor 7 again. If you want to, you could also do a flat 9. You could go like, and then up to my B minor, B flat 7 again, A minor 11, and you have this last part. And I'm resolving on a G. I've got the 6, 9, 5, and 1, and then dropping it down to the C chord here, and then resolving here again on the B, E, A, and D. That's another G6-9 with the 3rd in the bass. So the way you hear that all together, it's 2, 3, 4, 1. I hope you found some things that you can begin to incorporate into your own playing. What I would recommend in a song like this, when you have mirrored changes or repeated changes between sections, try and take one harmonic idea and develop it through those repeated changes. That gives your solo a story or cohesion where you can have one idea develop over time, and it gives you a little relief in terms of creating more things on the spot. You can really take the time to develop a theme. I'll see you in the next lesson with our Freddie Green rhythm guitar arrangement.